I overheard one of my employees saying to an upset customer, "Sir, I work in our corporate office. I had nothing to do with the problem you're talking about." It was her attempt to get the customer to calm down. But you know what? That didn't calm the customer. Her words made the customer even more intense. I pulled my employee aside and I explained to her that she was actually escalating the situation with the very words she hoped would get the customer to back down. The thing is, with de-escalation, you have to take action in the present to move the customer toward a calmer state and toward a solution. You can't fight fire with fire like my employee was trying to do. You have to be the water that puts the fire out. In this video, we'll talk about exactly what your role is in de-escalation. I'll give you 3 things you need to do to move the conversation forward to a more rational state. And I'll give you some fantastic phrases you can use to de-escalate a situation. De-escalation requires you do 3 things. You have to create calm with a customer. You need to assertively take charge of the situation to preempt more intense emotion, and you must move the interaction forward. So, the first thing you need to do with de-escalation is create calm. My employee did the opposite of creating calm. She intensified the customer's emotion and ended up making things harder for herself. You create calm by avoiding inflammatory words. Instead of, "I had nothing to do with your problem," she could have said, "I'm glad you called us so we can look into this and see what's happened." Create calm by using anti-inflammatory words and by using words that show the customer that getting to the bottom of the problem is as important to you as it is to them. Statements like these work well. "I'm sorry you've had such a frustrating experience. This is no more acceptable to us than it is to you. Thanks for taking the time to let us know." Responses like these show the customer you're on their side. Customers won't rebut these statements and you'll begin to create calm. Creating calm will get you in the right direction, but to maintain control, you have to assertively take charge. If your calming statement works for a few seconds, but later the customer gets more intense, maybe they're over talking you, cussing, or yelling, you take charge by saying something like, "I'm trying to help you, but if you continue to yell and swear, I'm going to ask that you call back another time. It's up to you. Which would you prefer? I'm sorry. It is impossible for me to help you while listening to that language. If it stops, I can help. If a few minutes helps you calm down before we continue, that would be fine. You can certainly call us back. I want to help you, yet the language is getting in the way." The final thing you need to do in de-escalation is to take action right now and move toward a solution. The whole idea is to move forward out of the past problem. So after you've begun to create calm and you know you're in charge, you say something that lets the customer know you're working to get to the bottom of the problem. Maybe that's, "What I'll do is take a look into your account and see what's going on." Your customer generally won't get more intense when you use these steps. They become noticeably more calm. If you start off right with a calming statement and maintain your control with assertive statements to keep you in charge, moving to a solution and toward closure will be the next logical step.